Suppose you wanted to build a house. You would need to start with ideas and a plan. How big? How many bedrooms? The kitchen design? Size of the garage? Style of roof? So many of these decisions are made based on what you expect your needs will be as your family grows and expands. And whatever you build, it has to fit within your budget. Building a house without a plan could lead to expensive mistakes. Ignore the future, and you might have a house that's too small from the day you move in. You have to calculate the benefits, negotiate between competing demands, and maybe even make some trade-offs. Similar challenges were considered by the Orange County Transportation Authority, OCTA, in designing the 2018 Long-Range Transportation Plan, Designing Tomorrow. Orange County's transportation system, the freeways, streets, trains, buses, and bikeways, represent the house in this analogy. We know it's crowded, and as your family continues to grow, congestion will get worse if we don't pay attention. However, Orange County had the foresight to dedicate funding to address these challenges through OCGO, a local transportation sales tax approved by nearly 70% of voters in 2006. These funds, along with other local, state, and federal sources, will provide over $43 billion to maintain, operate, and improve Orange County's transportation system through 2040. It's the job of OCTA to understand the transportation needs of the county, seek input from the public, and coordinate with partner agencies to determine the best ways to use these funds. In addition to prioritizing maintenance and operations of the transportation system, OCTA engaged stakeholders to identify future mobility needs and solutions to be included in Designing Tomorrow. Some of the projects you see here involve freeway and carpool lane improvements. Others involve enhanced management of traffic signals, additional Metrolink commuter trains, more efficient bus service, and expansion of the bikeways network. Despite 1.7 million additional trips in Orange County by 2040, Designing Tomorrow identifies improvements that effectively offset traffic impacts. OCTA will coordinate with the Southern California Association of Governments to include these improvements in the 2020 Regional Transportation Plan, or RTP, which will allow Orange County's projects to proceed toward implementation and compete for state and federal funding. Even with these improvements, there is one unresolved challenge. New innovations and technologies will change the world of transportation. Bike and scooter sharing, self-driving cars, high-speed trains, and cloud networking are just some of the factors that could make fundamental changes to how we travel. But a lot of uncertainty remains, such as how quickly will these new technologies and services spread? And what additional technologies and services will emerge in the coming years? To address these questions about innovations, as well as many other questions regarding changing travel needs and the impacts of recent improvements, Designing Tomorrow includes a short-term action plan that lays out planning activities that OCTA will undertake in the near term to begin finding answers. OCTA will incorporate the results of these planning activities into the next iteration of the Long-Range Transportation Plan, which is expected in 2022. OCTA will begin preparing the next LRTP in 2020 and once again evaluate and address Orange County's transportation needs through public engagement and review of the latest demographic and funding projections. Until then, we encourage you to explore Designing Tomorrow at octa.net/LRTP and share in OCTA's vision of transportation in Orange County.